It's a Moggers cycle. It's a believers cycle. All the non-believers are going to get mogged. This crypto bear market for the altcoins has gone on for such a very long time. The only people remaining now are true diehard believers. You believe in the manufacturing PMI business cycle. You believe in friendship. You believe in kindness. You definitely believe in jelly beans and lollipops. Yes, you do. You also believe the Bitcoin dominance is way too high. You believe that you're going to hold value despite Michael Chad Saylor and everybody else doing dangerously high levels of FOMO leverage into BTC, which is just digital pet rock. And you believe it's all going to come and play out in the future, and there will be the big grand rotation at some point. You don't know when it is. That's why it's a believers cycle. Mogged. You see that? Mogged. Who's doing the mogging though? PulseChain mogging the entire crypto industry. You see video clips from like Geordie Alexander and other people. They're still in disbelief and cope and seething hatred that Richard Hart defeated the SEC. I mean, they just can't wait to just make up bullshit in their own mind. They literally think the SEC just walked away. There was no fraud. So what's it going to take? It's going to take some big fat green candles. There's 3 conferences per year. We survived minus 99%. Can you beat this? The founder lived on top of a sandwich shop. Very efficient, especially if you love sandwiches. We got a guy out here, fluffy microphone, maybe you know him. Made over 5,000 videos, continues to peg his own nipples. It's fun. This is the funny part. He continues to peg his own nipples despite it being a cult within a cult, okay? See this? Despite 95% of the chain that's a cult chain not liking the peggings. Because you got to believe in something. We've got a pirate, we've got a doctor, unstoppable chain. No one believes until the price is up. We've seen this before. I mean, like, did anybody believe Bitcoin was going to be adopted by the government? No. You had to see a Bitcoin at $40,000 for you to even conceive of that. Yeah, what about the people buying it when it was $1? That's Roger Virgina. Roger Ver. Bought like 200,000 BTC for $1 each. Went all in. Sold his Ferrari. True visionary. Richard Hart bought Bitcoin 2011. Da Vinci J15 bought Bitcoin 2011. Andreas Antonopoulos touring the world living off Bitcoin. Had to get donations though. These are true visionaries. They were considered cultists. The cult of Satoshi. Despite all the gatekeeping, we're still around. Look at Rabby Wallet with a bag over their head. So Rabby Wallet, friends. Rabby Wallet have integrated PulseChain. Yay! Congratulations to the 3 worldwide users of the Plume network that nobody has heard of until literally this video. Wow, you guys are totally killing it, guys. Having fun here, friends. Having fun. So yeah, all of you 3 worldwide users of Plume network, congratulations. Rabby Wallet have now integrated you, and so has DeWank. And they did rug PulseChain users. Now, don't forget, friends, I still use Rabby Wallet. You just got to custom add the RPC for the PulseChain network. So it's just another hurdle to climb. I mean, don't worry about that. You already survived the minus 99%. Friends, don't worry. Look how potent I am, okay? Friends, I am, okay, you eat Mexican baked beans, all right? Then you eat them 2 nights in a row. Then you're in the kitchen. 4 other people with you in the kitchen. You start hearing your tummy rumble. You're like, oh, crap. Should I go into the lounge room? See, I'm more of a guy, I'm like, look, man, this thing's so potent, I may as well just drop it now. I can go to the lounge room and I can just pretend I'm leaving there. First, you're going to hear me fart anyway. Secondly, we had beans 2 nights in a row, bro. What do you think this is going to end with? So I may as well just drop it now. Get over and done with. Okay? That's how potent PulseChain is. Just going to take green candles. Remember that saying, friends, okay? There's that saying that women don't want to marry people running the race. They wait at the finish line and they want to marry the winner. You know, there's like that red pill saying out here. Okay, it's the same thing with retailers and FOMOs and VCs and everybody else. No one wants to bet on the underdog. No one actually wants to do that. I'm an underdog. I bet on myself, okay? Most of these VCs, it's retailers. It's how everybody invests. It's a stock market. It's everything, right? They want to wait at the finish line. There are 250,000 users of PulseChain, and they would kindly appreciate if DeWank and Rabby would support them again. Very interesting. We even had whales approach them and offer them money, and they wouldn't even talk or reply. Very interesting. That's what we kind of hope. It's Richard messaging him saying, rug my users for the story. We kind of hope that, but it's just a bit weird. we are going to make it though, friends. I mean, when you just see comments like this drop from time to time from Jim Cramer, now the futures are officially so high, you can't even buy anything that's up big. I want to show you that just as a reminder. Like, just when you think in the nick of time, everything's about to go down forever and ever and ever, like you can get saved from Jim Cramer, the inverse Oracle God out here who comes out and just drops these knowledge bombs from time to time. Remember this, friends, this circulated around. This was, remember, you had to pay like millions of dollars to get into the Trump gala dinner. This was basically what they served you for dinner. And someone took a picture of this, said, this is poo-poo. You know what I mean? I was like, bro, you're talking like somebody who went way too hard in Trump coin and now you're offside. You know what I mean? Man, like half the people there, you're going to be lining up for the bathroom anyway. You don't even have an appetite, bro. Don't act like you're going to eat this anyway, okay? You were having pre-drinks with the boys. What do you think was going to happen at a Trump gala dinner? Some people, right? Some people. So I thought it was this. Look at this. But this is just like a nice representation of what our altcoin bull market has looked like so far as well. We're just having some fun here. Shout out to my friend, Mr. Meme Slayer, Protein. So see, friends, there is a bright side to everything. See? The orange juice in the cup. Half empty, half full. I think it's half full. I found this funny as well, friends. So, this is gold, dude. Friends, if you go to CoinGecko, you know we have all the emoji. Let's actually show you this. Let's go through it. Actually, you know what? I'll just show you the video. On CoinGecko, there's rankings of all the tokens, right? And you can see the logos. Yeah. Polkadot have a flashy logo here. You see that? You see this little circle thing? Now, when I saw it, I was like, whoa, this is cool. They pay $100,000 a year for that. They pay 100 grand. You know what? You're the only one there, so it's actually worth it. I know everyone's like, man, no wonder they're like going to, like the treasury's being rinsed. But also disgusting. Polkadot, guys, literally, Polkadot, get me on the phone. Good luck, because I don't even check my phone. Go find a way to contact me. Okay? Remember, honey traps don't work. You can't send me like naked girls or anything. You gotta like just dress up as a UFO or something. Make me think that I'm seeing a UFO. If you want to catch my attention, or a little gremlin leprechaun, okay? Maybe that'll grab my attention out here. What are you guys doing, dude? Friends, you know Polkadot, they pay Crypto Crapo. Yes, the Crapo. They pay him for Polkadot marketing. Now, you're probably confused. You're like, I've never seen the guy shill Polkadot. Yeah, you know what they pay him for? They pay him, he does one chart per month, and he just draws a squiggly line of where he thinks it's going for like the next couple of weeks. I'm not making it up. And he gets paid like $4,000 to $6,000 a month for that. It's ridiculous. That's his sponsorship. Also, Polkadot Treasury, bro, how many times? Send this to freaking Galvin. What is his name? Mr. Galvin Wood? Bro, Galvo, you are getting scammed by the influencers. You are literally paying the same 5 retards, scammers on Twitter. Ardazor, the guy with the Cyclops emoji, and Ardazor, and there's other grifters. It's all the same person. 0x finish. By the way, they've all got me blocked because I was alerting everybody. I was like, warning, warning. It's literally, all of these are the same people. All 5 of them are sponsored by Polkadot. All of them are getting like $2 grand a month. There you go. One guy's just literally grifting you. And they're the ones who make like this 15-page, like, here's the next DeFi airdrop thing. And then you just like, 1 in every 10 of those is like a link to a bot, which is a scam. You know what, man? But like, some of you guys just, I give the highest value content in crypto, but like, it is what it is, bro. It is what it is. You know, I don't stay up at night thinking like, oh no, there's a lot of losers out there. You know what I mean? Like, it's not my son or daughter. Yeah, they're not my friends. That's your fault. Yeah. It's your problem because you can't open your eyes. Okay. It's your problem. You can't see that your friend Tommy's made over 5,100 of the highest value content videos, highest value content alpha in cryptocurrency land, who is literally getting louder as the prices go cheaper, which is totally not what you see out there. What do? They wait for everything to go up and they go, oh yeah, I liked it the whole time. I liked it the whole time. I have a confession to make. 3 months ago, I bought the dip. I'm only telling you about it now. That's what they're all like. And then when the thing goes down, I have another confession to make. I actually sold a bit. Frauds. All of them frauds. Polkadot Foundation, I don't even know if you can be helped right now. I feel sorry for you, man. Like, come on. You guys, come on, bro. Come on. Also, we are all rooting for James Wynn, friends. James Wynn out here, you know, been recently, he got famous. He put $25 million into Hyperliquid, and everyone was like, what is this guy doing? He puts 40x leverage, and everyone's like, okay, this guy's totally a market maker who's hedged somewhere else. Nope, he's just a full punter. Yeah, man, it's just wild out here. Friends, you're not a bigger, like, just to tell you, okay, you're not a bigger man because you can punt higher, because it's predatory stuff, okay? They do target you, okay? You do get targeted, you do get hunted. The perfect example I use is such a good example. Imagine you knew someone out there was short PDI, and if it got above 1 cent, they have to market buy $50 million worth. Yeah? What would you do if you were short PDI? You're like, oh, crap. And imagine it just starts going from like, you know, half a cent, 0.6 cents, 0.8 cents. What are you going to do? You're like, oh, crap. If I just leave this for the next, you know, 1 week and someone just pings it above 1 cent, this guy has to like market buy 50 million. Yeah, you see? Now just inverse that. That's what they do with Bitcoin. They're like, oh crap, this guy turbo leverage long. So you just don't do the leverage long, your friends. Don't do this leverage trading stuff. Most people, like I say, it's good if you're in the top 1%. You can make money, okay? You need long-term commitment. And by the time you are winning, right? No pun intended. By the time you find out you're winning, guess what? Cycle's over. Well, congratulations. The guy who just DCA bought spot altcoins, they're up like 1,400% at 15x. And then you're like trying to be consistent, right? So that's why it's extremely important that, you know, we just stick to the plan. And we are sticking to the plan. So what's cranking? Next week, friends, you have the next Tuesday, the PMI comes out, but it's already implied higher. Remember, the flash PMI came out 52.3. So maybe the PMI is just going to come out plus 52. And remember, Bitcoin went from 75K to 110K. So you can use the Bitcoin current price action to predict what the PMI is going to come out as. And it's pretty much, since Bitcoin went up, you're like, oh, PMI is good and consumer sentiment's good. That's why there is no edge in these data. They all turn at the same points. They all do this. And then you're probably saying, but tell me about how do they predict future stuff? Well, financial conditions. They grab oil, right? They grab the US treasuries, which is your borrowing stuff, and they grab the US dollar. Because you're paying debts, right? So oil is like your debt. You have like a fixed cost to make in 6 months because you've got to buy oil for your needs, treasuries for the bonding and stuff. So they just make models out of that. And they look at what moves they do today. And they're like, oh, look what's happened today. You have to buy stuff for 6 months from now, but you have to buy them today. So how's the world going to look like in 6 months? That's how they kind of get stuff. And they're able to imply this stuff in the future. But all of it gets baked into the price today. So that's kind of what we're always doing out here. And so obviously over time, you know, staying long and staying strong makes it. Don't forget, who loves you? Like and subscribe. Catch you soon.